you guys. In this video, actually it's her channel.
Yeah.
So say hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Okay, so in this video we are going to talk about
Freedom.
freedom. How to get freedom from your brown parents, because it is a difficult task. Right? Right, it is.
No.
I have a few tips along with my mom in order to get your freedom. How do you... Okay, this time it's my phone.
Oh.
See?
Okay.
How to get freedom from your parents. So before getting into this video, let me just say, let's talk about my freedom, right? So I got my freedom around 13, but that doesn't mean that I was going out every single night at 13. I was allowed to go out at 13 once every 3 months,
Yes.
right?
Hardly.
Hardly.
Yeah.
And the reason that I gained my mom's trust is when you watch this video, you will know exactly how I gained my freedom
Yeah.
from my parents. So keep watching, keep listening. If you want your freedom from your brown parents or any type of parents, you're in the right place. But first, before getting this video, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell button to
Life with daughter.
Life with daughter. And anyways, let's get right into the video. Number 1, gain trust and be responsible. Now it's very important to gain your parents' trust. Now it's the same thing when we have friends, right? We wouldn't give a loan to a friend that we don't trust. We wouldn't tell a secret to a friend we don't trust, right?
Yeah.
So it's important to gain your parents' trust and don't break it.
Don't break it. Yeah. The main thing is don't break the trust.
Yeah, once a trust is given, the worst thing you could do is
Yeah.
break that trust, because you know what they say. Once the trust is broken, it can never be fixed. So no matter how hard you try, sometimes it's almost like a broken plate, right?
Yeah.
If you break it, it's broken. Trust cannot be bought.
Yeah.
It's earned.
Yeah. You need to gain the trust.
Yeah, and it's very important in order to get your freedom, right? Because trust plays an important role in getting your freedom. Where you go, your parents need to trust where you're going, right?
Yeah.
So number 2 is, when given the chance, don't mess it up. So if you're given the chance to go out,
Don't mess it up. Suppose if you say I'm going to so and so place, you should go so and so place, and you need to tell your parents I'm going to my friends and this is my my friend's number. When she was teenage age, I never sent her without taking contact numbers, without checking with that parents.
so like my mom said, if you're going to the mall, you better be at the mall, because trust me, at least at one point, at some point, your parents are gonna come to the mall and check if you're actually there or not.
Yeah.
So don't mess it up, because once you mess it up, it's basically you're breaking their trust. And why would you even lie? If you want to go to a party, tell your parents you're going to a party, because lying about where you're going, it could cause very, very bad consequences. Like, you don't want that. Like, it's dangerous for you and for your parents. God forbid, something happens when you're outside with your friends and you're not at the place that you told your parents. Do you know the amount of problems that could cause? Your parents have no idea where you are. Your parents have no idea who you're with.
Yeah.
It's impossible to do a police investigation. Just to be on the safe side, always be honest with your parents, and trust me, parents will really appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
Number 3, being more open with your parents.
Yeah, that's also very, very important. Be open to your parents, because they will support you no matter whatever happened to you. They are there to support you, but your parents are always there for you. So be open up to your parents.
Being more open as in, you don't just talk to your parents when you have to go out, obviously. You need to be more open with your parents, as in you talk to them about your friends, you talk to them about how your day went, you talk to them about plans that's happening around you. Okay, for example, let's say you're going out with Sarah, right? You're talking about Sarah always. And your mom knows who Sarah is. Sarah is in your tuition class. Sarah has a brother. Sarah's mom's number is this, and this. You need to be more open about your life with your parents, because it's very important. Because if you're anonymous and all of a sudden you get out of your bed and you're like, Mom, I need to go out, your mom's not gonna let you go out. No way.
Yeah.
She's just, because she has no idea who you're going out with. She has no idea about anything in your life, you know?
Yeah.
She doesn't know what type of person you are. Maybe your mom would allow you to go to a theater or cinema if your mom knows that you love to watch movies. If your mom knows that your favorite movie is Fast and Furious 3. And you can just tell her, you know, it's my favorite movie and it's out in the cinema. And your mom's gonna understand, yeah, it's my daughter's favorite movie and it's out in the cinemas.
Yeah.
So you need to be really open with your parents.
Open and gain the trust.
So number 4 is don't over expect, have curfew. So
If your parents ask you to come at 10, you need to come at 10, not 10:30, not 10:05, not 10:01. You need to be 9:55 at home.
Exactly.
So this is how you can build the trust from your parents. Once she was late, I didn't let her go for 1 month. She was so sad. I said, no, I'm sorry, baby. You cannot go for 1 month. You cannot go out. I don't let you go out because this is the punishment that you are getting because you misuse the chance. So
Yeah.
I'm not letting you go out. Then I think I grabbed more than 2 months.
she dragged it for more than 2 months.
Yeah.
But I sort of understand as I grew up, it's important for discipline purposes, you know? You need to discipline your child. So if your parents tell you to come home at 8, you better be home at 7:59, like my mom said earlier. Be home early because in that way, not only are you gaining the trust of your parents, but your parents have assurance.
Yeah.
Your parents are sure that,
That is very important.
It's very important. Your parents know, okay, 7:59, she's gonna be here. They won't be calling and being worried because your parents are gonna be worried about you when you leave the house. So don't overuse, don't misuse your opportunity. Be on time. If you're leaving the house at 10, and if your parents ask you to come home at 11, you better be roaming in the corridor and come back at 11, even though that time is not enough. That is the process of gaining trust.
And one more thing I wanted to tell. There is no excuse. My bus is late, my taxi is late. No excuse for her. I told you need to know the time. You need to come to the metro. If I don't pick you up, you need to come by this time metro. The time she was late, I told her there is no excuse that because of something you are late. I'm very, very strict with her this point because I want her to be on time.
But I think that's why I grew up to be very disciplined. And I respect it. Some children just go out of hand. They lose respect for parents. So I think those things are very important.
Time means time.
Time is time, but she's late. So the next point is being responsible. And when I say being responsible, I mean if you're going out, make your own transport. You know, don't depend on your parents because that could be annoying for parents and parents would just be like, you know what? No, because they don't want to pick you up and drop you off, right?
Not that they don't know.
No, they won't have the time. And if you depend on your parents, just be responsible. If I have to depend on my parents to go out, there are chances they'll say no because they can't drop me, right? So just be responsible. Walk with a friend, safe side of the road, obviously. Take the train, take a taxi, collect money. You need to be responsible. Don't ask your parents for money because there are some reasons that they don't let you go out. One is because you keep asking for money. Number 2 is because they have to pick you up and it's annoying. Number 3 is that they don't trust you. Or number 4 is that they don't trust the world. So be responsible. Collect money and go out so your parents know that you're responsible and trustworthy. Get your own transport. Ask a friend to drop you. Ask your friend's parents to drop you. Whatsoever. The next point is explain to your parents where you're going, with who you're going, numbers, and etc. So they know much better.
Yeah.
Right? They know what you're doing. They know who you're with. And also explain to parents as in you need to explain to them that you deserve freedom because here's one thing. You didn't come into this life just to study, then work and then get married and have kids and not have memories at all. And you need to explain that to your parents. You need to sit them down. You need to talk to them and tell them, listen, I'm not going to take advantage of your freedom. I'm not going to take advantage of situations and opportunities. I need freedom because I'm a teenager, I need to make memories. What memories am I going to look back to when I grow up, when I'm in my 20s or when I'm in my 40s? What memories am I going to look back to? What memories am I going to tell my children when I don't have any? Because your teenage years are your prime years of having fun because after high school, after school years, there's basically no freedom. You get into work, you start a family and stuff like that happens and you don't always get to have fun. So explain to your parents in a very respectful manner that you need to make memories but not in a bad way, and you need to say this all respectfully. You need to explain to your parents that it's all gonna be okay, right? And you just need to talk to them. Talking is a much better option than just asking because they need to understand as well, and sometimes they don't understand this and you need to sit with them and you need to talk to them and tell them because they're not gonna understand if you don't talk to them. Communication is the key.
Yeah, communicate with your parents. They understand better.
Set and enforce boundaries. So by this I mean if you are in your late teens or if you're like around 20, 24, 21, basically around your 20s and your parents still don't let you go out, that's when you need to stop taking their opinions on certain things, because it's almost as if they're keeping you in a cage. Because after the age of 18, you're technically an adult. I'm not saying disrespect them, but you need to set your boundaries. There are certain things you need to ask your parents, and there are certain things you shouldn't be asking your parents. So,
no, I don't agree with you.
no, what I'm saying is they shouldn't have an opinion on everything that you do. Sometimes just don't ask, just tell them. Because I used to do that method and it works sometimes, just especially if you're in your 20s.
But make sure you're doing right thing. We are not talking about the freedom, you will misuse freedom.
Yeah.
So we are talking about do what makes you happy and do the right thing. Better understand, right?
Yeah.
Teenage, whatever age.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, sometimes parents also take advantage of their child's kindness. Like, if it's a silent child who never argues back, who always takes no as an answer, you need to change that. You need to set that boundary that your parents need to understand you. And if they don't respect you as a child who needs to have memories, who needs to have fun in their life in the right way, then you need to stand up for yourself and you need to set boundaries and enforce them. Just don't let parents take advantage of you. You are your own person, especially after the age of 18. You are a fully grown adult. You can make your own decisions. By that, I do not mean you go out and do whatever you want, you disrespect them. If they tell you to stay home at some days, you do that, because you're still under their roof, you're still their child. Although you're an adult, if you're still living under their roof, you gotta do what they say. What I'm saying is, just learn to have a balanced relationship with your parents when it comes to decisions. Like, they shouldn't just open their mouth and say no the first answer that comes to their mouth. You need to make them understand that you could do things as well. She's not gonna like this, but it's just a fact. Don't let parents take advantage of you. So that's it. Basically, what I'm saying is, to gain freedom,
Main thing is build the trust, keep the trust, and be open up to your parents.
being responsible and open up to your parents. Just be open with your
don't
parents.
misuse.
Yeah, don't misuse as well. Whatever opportunity you get, just use it wisely, Just use it the right way. Now, this video was about how to gain your freedom, but the next video is going to be for parents. So you better sit with your parents and watch the next video, because it's going to be about...
I will talk the more.
Yeah, she will talk more in that video. It's about why parents should give freedom to their children, why it's important to give freedom to your children. So you better get some popcorn, sit with your parents, put the next video on the TV and watch it with them. So yeah. So anyways, that's it for this video. Do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell button to get notified whenever we post. We will see you guys in our next video. Bye bye.